What's up, bitches? We're back.
We have returned.
I bet you
Hello.
thought you'd seen The Last of Us, but to no avail. We are back.
Here we are,
Welcome.
live and direct.
We, as always, are in the third stall
Mm-hmm.
to bring to you the next episode of Lobotomies in the Ladies' Room. I am your curly haired Midwesterner with purple pimple patches on because it's that time of the month.
And the hair is herring. I would like people to know, the people who cannot see our faces, the
Thank
curls are
you.
popping.
It
The
literally
hair is supple and
grows.
soft.
It grows out my dome like this. Like I'm the ultimate chia pet.
But I love that for
Um,
you.
and of course, it would not be the ladies giving lobotomies in the third stall if we did not, of course, discuss our genius, effervescent graduate, because I'm still not over that, just radiant, glowing, snappy, smart, sassy Donovan.
Her. Also, Kira. You didn't
Yeah.
say your name after
Oh, hi,
your
I'm
intro.
Kara. You already know what the
Yeah.
fuck it is. You know what the fuck it is.
You didn't say your name after your fabulous intro.
Dude, I lost
Um,
myself this week a little bit. I forgot who I was.
it's just been that kind of week. It really has. Well, this week's thought starter is, what are you looking forward to when you have, or if you choose to have, a family of your own?
Minions.
Period.
I have this gut feeling, and you know what? If I'm wrong, I don't know, should I kill myself? But like, I have this gut feeling that I'm gonna have daughters that are all very much like me, and it's gonna be my karma, but that's okay. I'm deeply
But
excited
you
about.
know what? That's gonna be iconic though, because imagine three mini yous. It's gonna be a handful for sure, but it's gonna be so fun.
I feel so bad for everyone. I feel bad for Tyler. I feel bad for my family. I feel bad for myself. I feel bad for my friends and their kids. All of my kids are going to be covered in something all the time. Similarly to how in the day to day, I'm also somehow always covered in something.
Girl,
Whether it's nail glue, peanut butter, dirt.
peanut butter's crazy.
Dude, I eat a lot of peanut butter.
Just a little you run around like a peanut butter baby, just head to toe.
Dude, it's entirely possible with like my same thick ass hair,
Okay, but that's great though.
just like slick back. Peanut butter slick back.
Who needs hair gel when you have peanut butter?
Dude, I'm saying. You haven't tried it?
Okay, but I love that.
Dude, I'm literally painting myself to be the grossest version of myself on this episode. Guys,
I would
I'm
like the record to
clean.
show that Kira is never slathered in peanut butter
I'm
ever.
clean. I
Chill.
literally showered before this
Nails done
episode.
every single week. Hair constantly popping. Face serving.
My makeup
Card
is
never
not.
declines.
My makeup is not done this week.
But your skin looks great.
Thanks, girl. Dude, mind you, I'm
Um,
also sober this episode too, guys. Like, I just am really feeling it all.
you know what? I love that. Feel the feelings. Feel the
Anyways,
feelings.
girl.
I think for me, I'm looking forward to like creating traditions.
That is a much better, more wholesome answer than I. What
I
kind
mean,
of
also
traditions?
minions.
What kind of traditions would you like to start?
You know what? Well, that's a good question. I feel like having like family summers, but with like your kids, my kids, Artana's kids,
Mm-hmm.
all of our friends' kids, like together for like a week or something,
Mm-hmm.
however long we can manage, and just like have all of our gremlins together and like use that as our annual like catch up time. Um yeah, and just like experience our kids like growing up together. Especially because everyone's everywhere. Like I'm in New York, you're in Chicago, Toronto's in the Bahamas, like Houston's in Chicago. Everyone's kind of spread out. Timmy's in DC, like having everyone together like once a year to just like I don't know, be somewhere. It doesn't have to be the same place. It could just be, us gathering in a spot somewhere in the country. Um, I think that would be really nice.
I really like that. I
Yeah.
really do like that. I think also what's really exciting is that we'll get to start doing that over the next year or so.
Hmm.
With our Tana having her lovely daughter,
Yes.
that like now that you're done with school and then once
Hmm.
I'm done with school, like we'll both finally be in a spot and then like our Tana will also be in a spot where we can just be like, hey, we heard you needed babysitters, and by that we mean we're here to hang out with you and your kid because
Exactly.
she's obviously the fourth member of our girl group.
Exactly. She is one of the new Supremes.
She's our missing cheetah girl
She is. She is.
because there was
There's
four.
gonna be such a time. So, in case you haven't caught on, folks, today's topic is family ties. So, family dynamics, how they change, how they shift, and kind of like what we want, what you would want out of a family of your own. We're kind of getting to that age. Well, we are in that age. We're getting
Ugh,
closer and closer to beekeeping age.
Jesus.
Um,
Fuck.
so, how do we see that for ourselves? Kira, how do you see that for yourself?
Interestingly enough, I didn't. Like, I didn't see
Fair,
myself
same.
really being interested in wanting to be married and have kids. In fact, I was like seriously against it for the longest time. I watched a lot of Girls on HBO when
Oh
I
my
was in
god.
high school. And I was like, wow, I can do this all. Like, I just need my
Mhm.
friends in New York City, and I don't
Mhm.
need to, like, be married, and I don't need to have kids. And, like, that's just how I'm going to live my life. Um, and I have come to learn over the years that things like marriage and kids are no longer a deal breaker for me like they were
Mhm.
a few years ago. I just happen to be with someone that I see marriage and kids with,
Mhm.
but I think it is entirely a case by case basis with me because I've definitely met people in this life that I think I could rock with forever, like marriage wise,
Mhm.
but I would never have their fucking kids,
Fair.
like ever.
Fair.
Um, but I also am not in as big of a rush as I was before.
Mhm.
Like, I used to be so, like, I will not be a 30-year-old bride. Like, I
Mhm.
will have my first kid before I'm 30. And now I'm sitting here, like, I mean, I could, like, honestly,
Girl.
I could vibe till, like, 34, 35. And then at that point, like, maybe I'll consider cranking one. Cranking one
Crank it.
out.
Crank it part one, two, and three. Yes.
Lord. But, I mean, mostly I just, like, especially once I learned that having a significant other can also be a built-in best friend, my
Mhm.
approach towards like checking certain family boxes just
Mhm.
like it just doesn't exist anymore. I want to make sure that I'm happy in my relationship before I take on the responsibility of lives that like I'm in charge of
Mhm.
forever.
That's very responsible.
Yeah, girl. Well, I don't know, like, do you have a more pragmatic approach like I do? Because I mean, we both come from single parent households.
Mhm.
So like I wonder if I know that's why I do, but I wonder if like do you have more of a pragmatic
Well,
approach?
for the longest time, I thought it was pointless. I was like, nothing
Fair.
nothing good comes of it. Why would I want to do that? I don't need that. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need any of that. Um, but now it's similar to you. Like as I've gotten older, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. And I think also like with my mom passing too, it's just like, Yeah, I think I want that. Like
Mm.
having, that little tribe, that little family of your own, and like those traditions, and like passing on things from me to like my kid. But for the longest time I was like, for marriage for what? For who?
Yeah.
Disgusting. Gross. And I think that shift only came within the past like maybe 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think same. I think my more honest opinion has changed in the last
Mhm.
4 or 5 years. Like, I'm the oldest of three. As you know, my siblings and I have very large age gaps between the two of us.
Mhm.
And so part of the reason I wasn't even sure if I wanted to be a mom, like at all,
Mhm.
was because I helped raise my siblings.
Mhm.
And so it's like, bitch, I did my time.
I did my job.
Dude, like, I thought I was out, not on parole, not on probation. I thought I was just out. Like, I
Mhm.
thought I was just done with this shit. Um, but then, like, I don't know if it's my biological clock or like what the fuck, but that baby fever is something fierce.
Listen.
It's something fierce.
And see, I would have thought also being a teacher, it would make me be like, no, why would I want that?
Right.
But it didn't. If anything, it just like amped it up. And I'm like, but these kids stress me out. They get on my nerves.
See, that's why all education majors end up engaged by graduation because because they're around these damn kids.
Listen, Miss Soon to be education. Well, you are education major.
You know what's really fucking funny is that there is an entire possibility. One of two things are going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm either going to I'm going to finish. I'm not walking a graduation stage again. I've already done it. I
You don't
hate
want to
grad.
do it?
Fuck no, dude. When I did, not to, okay, so sidebar. When I
Mm-hmm.
graduated with my first master's, yeah,
Come on, first masters.
kiss my ring, internet. When I graduated with my first master's, we had like a mini ceremony
Mm-hmm.
before and then had the 3 hour long.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit again. Mail me my diploma so I can do a money spread with my other two and let's just call it a day. Like, I don't want a graduation
Period.
party. I don't want to do, like, fuck all that. I want to go
No, that's
out.
fair.
If anyone wants to celebrate me finishing another degree, like, zell me some fucking money so I can go get drunk at the dive bar. Like,
Fair.
that's how I want to celebrate this last one. Um, but yeah, one of two things are gonna happen when I finish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm either gonna come out engaged
Mm-hmm.
or I'm gonna come out a lesbian.
Okay.
Like,
I feel like it's gonna be the first one.
balls in your court, Tyler.
Come on, Tyler.
Balls in your
This is
court,
your cue,
Tyler.
Tyler.
No, I don't. I just, although that's the thing, like, I'm really not in any type of rush
Mm-hmm.
because I think also because of the age that we're at, everyone I know and love are going through these incredible milestones,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a very small family.
Same.
Some on purpose, some it's just how the passage of life goes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that makes me sound like I killed some of my family members. I didn't. I just don't talk to my uncles because they all suck.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a very small family, and so my friends, like my best friends, those are my siblings. Like those are
Mm-hmm.
my cousins, those are my siblings, those are like everything to me. I hold them in the same regard as I hold my blood family. And so because so many of you are going through so many life milestones, I actually feel no rush for the ring, the marriage, the kids, because I know
Fair.
inevitably it's going to happen. And in the meantime, I'm having the best time celebrating my people.
That's very true. I like that perspective.
I just love you bitches so much.
And we love you.
Thank
We
God.
love you. Um, yeah, my family is also like very, very small. And by very, very small, I mean like, well, there were, it was my grandparents, my grandma, grandpa, me, my mom, and my aunt. But now it's my grandma, grandpa, me, my aunt, and my aunt's, well, my uncle. So it's just like It's a tiny family, but my tribe, my chosen people, like you or Tana, Houston, Timmy, da da da. Da. I feel the very same way where it's like you hold them to that same regard.
Hmm.
Um, and we'll all up and hop up for each other at any moment, just like blood family. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's meant the most over these years too, because it's like in those moments where it's like, all right, who's gonna like get it
Hmm.
without me having to say anything? It'll always be you guys.
Well, and I think especially our generation, not to shit on Gen X at all, but
Mm-hmm.
I think something I've noticed with our generation is a lot of people our parents' age. You and I got really lucky in the mom department. I
Mm-hmm.
know not everybody did, like
Mm-hmm.
in the parent department altogether. Um, where it feels as though, especially with the people who fall in that cusp of like, you're not really a millennial, but you're not really Gen Z because you're born
Mm-hmm.
like in the late 90s, and so you got a
Mm-hmm.
piece of both. It seemed like we were shown that friendships were going to be necessary because a lot of our parents just like, I don't want to say didn't do a good job because ours did.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of friends of mine who have parents around the same age as my mom did a lot of like willful ignoring and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like willful neglecting of certain issues,
Mm-hmm.
and then are shocked that their kids don't want anything to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
When it's like, I think we learned that you may not be able to choose who you're related to by blood,
Mm-hmm.
but you can still choose your family. And
Yeah.
we chose our friends as our family.
Yeah.
And I am really glad that that was like a generational lesson that a lot of us learned because I do now feel as though like one, it's nice knowing I've got family literally everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nowhere on this god green earth that I could go
Literally nowhere.
without somebody being like, "Hey bitch, are you in town?" Like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also nice knowing that like god forbid anything happens to me or like my blood family,
Mm-hmm.
anybody I call would be on the
We'll
next
show
fucking
up.
flight. And
Yeah.
it's really fantastic to have that kind of bond, especially with people who like at the end of the day, like y'all don't owe me anything.
Mm-hmm.
We don't share genetic code, like we don't share
Mm-hmm.
blood, although
Mm-hmm.
we all are God's children. I've been really religious the last couple episodes. I don't go to
Okay, Sister Hera.
dude, where's my hobbit? Habit?
Right.
What is it?
Habit.
Fuck.
Habit.
Where's my hobbit?
It was just a little like big-footed little hobbit runs into the room
Elijah Woods runs through the fucking background of
with those striking blue eyes. So I'm gonna get him brown contacts immediately.
dude, he's not a real person.
Immediately. But yeah, I would have to say so. Like it's, I feel like for me, it's been the the one of the things keeping me afloat. Like
Hmm.
knowing that I have people to like text or like call and be like, "Hey, I'm crashing out. I need to chit chat." And any of you will be like, "Yeah, I know exactly what's going on." Like
Right.
immediately. And just like about everything. And it's such like a judgment free zone where it's like just say how you're feeling, let it out. If you say something crazy, I'll let you know. But
Hmm.
9 times out of 10, none of us say anything crazy or that we don't. None of us say anything that we don't agree with. Put it like that. Because I mean, hello. Um, but having that kind of like lifeboat that is all of our friendships is amazing. And I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know where I would be without it, to be honest.
I think I've been very blessed in the family department.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, family. I
Family.
like that. I
I've
like
been
that.
I'm just real mad at you guys for all like moving out of Chicago.
Listen,
You
life has a
guys
way of
left me on an
wrecking.
island.
But you know what? At least we come visit.
That's true.
We do come visit.
That's true. I do at least see all of you guys once a
Like,
year.
yeah. Now I just got to get you to come here.
Girl,
I have
I
to.
live below the poverty level.
No, I mean
But
like
when I'm up,
eventually. Like I have to inaugurate you into the East Coast.
dude, I'm just scared because like I think I'm gonna like it too much and I'm not gonna want to come back. But I'm contractually bound to live here.
I think you're gonna love it, honestly. I think
Hey,
you're gonna love it. Um, do you feel like over time, like dynamics have shifted in the family department?
yeah, no, 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 like definitely. My mom and I went through our own growing pains.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which I'm actually in the moment I was like really frustrated by because as the firstborn and because there was a lot of time in between when each of my siblings were born, I had my mom to myself for so much of my life that whenever we've had like two or three big blowouts that
Mm-hmm.
led to us not speaking for a prolonged period of time, and those were
Mm-hmm.
like the worst times of my life, because my mom has always been my best friend. Like, for those of you who watched Gilmore Girls, like my mom and I were Rory and Lorelai, like forever. That being said, though, if we hadn't gone through those periods, like now we're just friends. Like we no
Mm-hmm.
longer have like the she's my mom, I'm her kid, parent child
Mm-hmm.
dynamic anymore. Like we're now at the point where we are truly friends.
Mm-hmm.
And like same with my siblings. Like my brother had a kid a couple years ago, and because of the growing he had to do with having my nephew, like he and I are now really good friends. My sister and I, even though we're 10 years apart, now that she's older, we've realized how fucking similar we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're twins. We're a decade
Mm-hmm.
apart, but we're twins.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so nice like now that we're both at an age where we have things in common.
Mm-hmm.
Like I talk to that bitch about everything. Like I love her down. That being said, in terms of extended family, I don't talk to any of those bitches anymore. And I'm better for it. I really am. I never thought that I would be so callous about like icing out members of my family. Oh my god, I should have done it sooner.
Well, you know what? Period. You gotta do
Dude.
what you gotta do.
And honestly, I do give this advice to anybody who has like estranged and fraught relationships with members of their family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying it's like the easiest choice to make. I didn't just wake up one day and go, yeah, fuck them, and then
Mm-hmm.
never speak to them again. But it had just kind of gotten to a point with a number of my extended family members
Mm-hmm.
where I was like, I'm not going to put myself in the situation for you to belittle me or to speak down to me. I'm a grown ass woman.
Mm-hmm.
If you refuse to view me as such, if you refuse to respect that, like go to hell. We don't have anything to talk about then. And as far as I know, they're in hell. So who fucking cares?
And just like that.
And just like that.
I think for me, definitely like in the past couple of years, it's been like, oh, well, um, and the thing that kind of triggered it again was not to bring it down, but my mom's passing. Very much because I think she was like the glue for a
Hmm.
lot, and she was like the joy in the bubble. And then when that's gone, it's like, all right, now what? Now no one really knows what to do. No one really knows, I think, how to like talk to each other.
Hmm.
And then me just being like a growing woman in family, not really recognizing your adult or womanhood
Yeah.
and kind of keeping you at the same age that you were when you were 7 in their heads, um, can cause quite a strain because it's like, all right, what now? I'm a grown woman, but no one wants to acknowledge that. I do what I can. I handle my business. I don't
Hmm.
bother anyone. Um, what now?
It seems as though very much you've kind of lost your buffer,
I
or like
think so.
your translator.
I think so because I feel like the person that knew me best was definitely my mom.
Hmm.
Um, and so now again that that buffer is gone, it's like, who are you? Who is she? What is
Yeah.
going on? Um, but there isn't. I don't know. There's more, I guess, assumption rather than discussion. That's kind of a bar. There's more assumption than discussion.
Write that down.
Write that down. Write that
Write
down.
that down.
And that's exhausting and that's tiring and it can't be upheld um, at all for
Yeah.
long at all. Um, I think that's why, like the chosen tribe, you all have been so. I mean, you always have been like grandiose to me, but I think even more so in the past couple of years because I will say y'all have showed out and showed out for me, showed up and showed out for me in ways that I'm just like,
Oh yeah, girl. When I found out that your mom passed away, I was on Southwest looking at flights. Like I was about to,
you, Artana, and Houston were all like, all right, so what airport do I fly into?
yeah. And you're like, don't come. And I was
I was
like,
like, yeah,
I'm literally about to press like Apple Pay and like do my little face ID.
not the. I was like,
It's
everybody
me.
just stay where you are, stay where you are. But that was like, and you all were quick with it too. It was literally like within, I can't even say 12 hours. Everybody was like, all right, what airport?
Yeah.
Where, how, when? Um,
Well, because you're our sister.
you guys are my siblings.
Oh my god, are we about to cry?
I'm not crying. I'm not
Dude,
gonna
I
lie.
might though.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying. But it's true. And it's like in that moment I was like, oh wow. Like this is like real. Like y'all are the ones for life.
Yeah. No, I just
But
like,
oh
oh my
girl, don't
god, no,
cry. Don't
stop.
cry. Don't cry. Please. Please.
I'm trying.
Please.
Dude,
No. We're not doing this.
I'm
We're
really
not doing
trying.
this.
Oh my god. Wait, what
Thankfully
the
there's
fuck?
a glare on my glasses so you
You
cannot see
cry,
my
I cry. Oh my god.
but I will say it's also like moments like that where it makes me excited and like looking forward to like us all having our own little families and all of our kids like playing together and growing together and like having summers together and being like, oh, my cousin in Chicago, my cousin in the Bahamas, my cousin in da da da. Um, and just like having our like, I don't know, our little unit.
Our little practical magic
Very
family.
much so. Our midnight margaritas,
Dude.
the whole
It's
shebang.
it's so funny because Tyler and I have been talking more and more about having kids because more
Mm-hmm.
and more of our friends are getting pregnant. Um, and what's funny is I always thought that would make me be like, okay, it's time to like hit the gas. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I need to hurry up and launch myself down this fucking aisle so I
Mm-hmm.
can get pregnant. Um, but it's so funny because it's been giving us a lot more time to like really think through like what kind of parents we want to be. And so like what about ourselves in this moment while we don't
Mm-hmm.
have kids we want to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Um because I mean, look, we're all gonna fuck our kids up in our own unique ways. Like that's part of being parents, I think. Like it's a prerequisite.
But
You
in
all
what way? You know, that's a good question. In what way, though?
um I don't know. It remains to be seen.
Period.
Like, but it's inevitable. Like everyone accidentally, whether it's for like a funny anecdote down the line or
Mm-hmm.
like something that requires therapy. At some
Right.
point, all of our parents, and as we will do to our kids, will fuck our kids up in their own way. Because there literally is like, there's 1,000 parenting books, but there is no good one size
Mm-hmm.
fits all. And so, like, even
True.
if you think you're doing the right thing, which is why, like, I personally am not mad at all for parts of the way that I grew up that,
Mm-hmm.
like, were less than ideal because I know my mom is a human being
Mm-hmm.
and so she was doing the best she could. Just like I know lots of parents who accidentally fuck their kids up. Like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
they're humans. There's no
Mm-hmm.
like how to raise a kid as a human being who's fallible. Like the book
Mm-hmm.
doesn't exist. Um, but that being said, I know that I definitely have some things that are wrong with me. that I would like to get a handle on before I become in charge of little human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think there's a big difference for me to like accidentally fuck up my kid,
Mm-hmm.
but then also know that there are parts of me that absolutely need working on, and then I
Mm-hmm.
fuck them up despite that, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, I can avoid certain behaviors being shown to my kids,
Yeah, that's true.
which is why I'm in therapy.
We love that. Shout out to therapy.
Girl,
Truly.
I swear to God. Well, because I have like no patience, and that is not like something.
Really?
Oh God, no.
I feel like you're decently patient.
I think I come across as patient, but I ain't got no fucking patience.
Like, I'm not gonna say patience of a saint.
No, because then you're lying.
Right, but you are pretty patient.
You should hear my inner monologue.
Yeah,
And that's the
but
thing. Like,
well, I'll put it like this: your understanding of time.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that. No, there's certain like very quick responses that I have as a result of my lack of patience that
Mm-hmm.
I don't think is fair for kids
Mm-hmm.
because they're literally here on this planet for the first time.
Yeah, and
And
also so are we.
we are, but I am also old enough to know not
Right.
to have certain reactions. And
Exactly.
I think getting overstimulated by like a toddler right now, just like it doesn't bode well for me, which is why I
No.
work with K through 12 and not early education.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait to hear your anecdotes from being a teacher. Girl, it is gonna be, you're gonna love it. You're
I'm
gonna be
finding it.
tired.
I'm finding it.
You're gonna be tired. It's gonna be a lot, but oof, it's entertaining. It's tiring, but kids are entertaining. They say the craziest stuff.
I just don't think I could like okay, I'm very excited. I know that I've like
Hmm.
a few times on the pod about teaching. Obviously, I'm very excited about it. I
Hmm.
want to make that so clear. I'm just very nervous because I've never been in charge of people like this before.
Girl, all I'll say is classroom management. As long as you have that down and that you
Yeah.
have like a routine,
And I think that like
and
with
I
me
feel like they'll love you. Like,
it's
just honestly, just be yourself. Don't try to be like a teacher, like, or like put on a teacher persona. Just be
hi,
yourself.
welcome back to the class.
Like, I literally just come to work like this, and they're like, "Hey, Miss Tom," like we kiki. I don't
Mhm,
have like a teacher persona. I guess I just show up as myself, obviously just censored,
mhm.
but we have a ball.
I
They
think
know not to play with me.
I think both of us have being teachers is going to make us great mothers.
I agree, but our kids also. I feel I feel sorry for them because of that too. Because as someone who also had a mom that was a teacher, ooh, you can't get away with nothing in the educational sphere.
Oh,
Nothing.
mama, even if I wasn't a teacher, my kids weren't about to get away with shit. I was a straight A student. My kids are gonna
Right?
be
It
straight A
was like honor
students.
roll or
Like,
nothing until I got to high school. Then I fell off. But that's neither here nor there. But otherwise, it was like, why do you have a B? Why do you have a C? You can't count. She
dude,
actually did say that to me, like kindergarten when we were learning how to add.
she said, "Did I raise a dumbass? You can't fucking
My
hold your fingers
teacher,
up."
I think I still have it. Like, she made a scrapbook of like my work from when I was little, and I think it's still in there. It's like a worksheet from my kindergarten teacher. Shout out to Miss Walker. She wrote a note like Donovan is having trouble with addition and subtraction. She needs like extra assistance at home, and then like she gave me extra problems, and my mom was like, "You can't count."
If Johnny has 5 apples,
Exactly. Exactly. And I was like, I can count. But yeah, having moms as teachers is gonna be a time.
Oh, they're gonna be sick of us, especially because we have summers off together too. Are you kidding?
They will be reading and writing by the time they're 3,
And will.
and will,
And will.
and will be able to speak
Well, that's not
like
really up to
fully.
us, but
Well,
I think kids just start talking.
but I mean, like speaking well. Like, have you spoken to a toddler who's like, no, exactly, because I went to the playground. I had this great discussion with little Bobby, and like those kind of kids.
Can I be so real? The only baby I've spoken to in recent memory is my nephew. And
Fair,
he knows a very select few words. Although
fair.
he also makes me excited about my future as a parent because he is the funniest little fucker. The way that he tells people he's hungry is he says bite, and I've watched him now on 2 occasions.
Does he just go up and like bite?
Dude, I've seen him on 2 occasions. Once was my mom, once was my brother, where he walked up, said bite, and then bit the fuck out of them. And I thought it was the funniest
He said,
fucking
I thought it was a
thing.
snack.
It was the funniest thing. And then he'll like follow you around if you're holding his bowl of like, well, they're snacks. I almost called them treats. He's not a dog. If you're holding like a bowl of his snack, he'll follow you around and he'll just go bite, bite, bite.
That's cute
It's like, you
though.
better walk fast before he takes that chunk out your fucking leg.
Right. Little ankle biters.
Dude, he's the
Just,
cutest. He's the
wow.
cutest. I love him so bad.
But like little kids who speak well, like scare me, but also I love that for them.
Dude,
And I wish that for my children.
little kids who speak like that, you've been here before.
Right,
You've been here before.
right.
Or like you see them kids on fucking TikTok where it's like they've got the robe and their bonnet on and their little house slippers
Yeah,
and they look like a real exhausted 55-year-old woman.
you know, they
Where
sure do.
it's like you've
How
been
do
here.
you feel about your future children having phones? What age do you feel is appropriate? Actually, what age do you think is appropriate for everything? Phones, makeup. We're gonna turn to our parents. Phone, makeup, curfews. What about it?
Honestly, I will probably model it very similarly to how my mom did, where it was like a
Hmm.
gradual release of privileges. My kids will have a flip phone because I will
Same.
unfortunately be back in the suburbs by the time my kids are school aged.
Hmm.
Um, so eventually they will be walking to and from school. And so I will be getting them little flip phones.
Hmm.
So that way I know that they're home.
Yeah.
Or I will put like super strong parental controls on iPhones if flip phones just don't exist by then. They will not have social media until like 8th grade or high school. And
Yeah.
even then, it will be so severely monitored because the internet has become such. Dude,
A
I thought it was
toxic
a dangerous place when we were younger.
Yeah. And we were there for the beginning of it all. Like, remember how unhinged YouTube used to be?
Dude, you could get beheading videos.
Right.
Two Girls, One Cup was an easily searchable video. Like, I've seen some things that I never in my days.
Hmm.
But now I have to worry about, like, if I have a son, him ending up on the fucking
Oh my
manosphere.
god.
I would rather have my
Yeah.
kids watch Two Girls, One Cup than end up on the fucking manosphere. Because then
It's
I have to kill us
crazy.
all.
And
Like,
kids have so much access to just like everything.
I
They're
can't
not
even
being
lie to
watched.
you. I cannot even lie to you. If I have a son, I will become, and Tyler and I have talked about this too, we will become extreme helicopter parents
Hmm.
when it comes to their internet usage. Obviously, we'll do the same or similar to our daughters, but because of the insidious ways
Hmm.
that the manosphere like reels kids in,
Hmm.
I feel like you almost have to be more of a helicopter parent with
Yeah.
like with teenage boys these days than your daughters,
Yeah.
and that scares the dog shit out of me. Especially because Lord, I will never hit my kids, but I'll think about it if one of them tells me I don't deserve rights.
That would be crazy.
Like now I have to burn the house down with all of us inside. So Thanks.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
in terms of like
Um,
makeup though, I don't think I really give a fuck for real. I can't even lie.
I feel like it depends because I started wearing makeup and which I had really bad acne as a youth. Um, and I had to start going to the dermatologist when I was in seventh grade. So
Hmm.
it was more of like a confidence thing. And my mom, I begged her to let me wear foundation, and she only let me wear the Clinique like BB cream, which was terrible.
I see you because I've been you before.
And like I had really bad acne. Like I had a unibrow going, so like she had to take me to get my eyebrows waxed. It was a bit much.
Hmm.
So I feel like if it's that, then I get it because I was there. I understand. But talking about a full beat, that wasn't allowed until like high school. Because also, what I don't even know what I was putting that much makeup on for.
Oh, Sam.
So, because I feel like now kids go from like Baby Gap to Zara. Like there is no in between anymore.
Yeah, I think you know what's really funny is I think Gen Z parents our age are going to bring back like the actual childhood
I think so too.
because
Because
we're
it's just
watching.
like, it's fun.
It's a great time.
Like all the different colors, all the cute little, outfits and stuff. Why would you want to go from like a onesie to Lululemon or like, I don't know, Fashion Nova or something like that? Like there's no like we had different stages. We talked about this in the previous episode. Like we had our, Bermuda shorts in the layered tank tops in the Converse. There
Hmm.
is none of that anymore. Why not use that time like to enjoy the fact that you can literally just throw on anything? I mean, even as an adult you can, but it's different when you're a kid.
I think that is something that is going to be extremely important. And
Hmm.
if that means that my kids like in the moment resent me a little bit because I'm like making them act their age, so be it. They're going to thank me when they're like 20 or 30 years old. I
Yeah.
I hope. But I think about how like when we were younger, like we really did have an entire four seasons, if you will.
Yeah.
Like we got to be little ass kids. We got to be true preteens.
Hmm.
And then we got to be like true
Yeah.
teenagers. And then we got to like transition into being like new adults and then
Hmm.
like real adults. Whereas like I've noticed, especially because there's no third spaces for kids
Hmm.
online, that they're going from being like 10 years old, not even, they're going from being like 6 years old
Yeah.
to 16.
Yeah, that's true.
And it like, that is just not how shit's gonna fly in my house, I fear.
Mm-mm.
It's just not. My kids aren't gonna see AI a day in their life.
No.
They are not gonna know what the hell ChatGPT is. Bro, I'm about to be like, dude, if you get on ChatGPT, you're gonna put like 50 billion like viruses on the family computer.
Or is it block it? Use the family Wi-Fi, the house Wi-Fi, and just block it.
Oh yeah, well also that.
Yeah.
But
What
like,
about curfews?
you know, I actually saw this like TikTok video of a bunch of dads talking.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that they were like eating because I never listen to what a man has to say. But they were really good about this. Where when it came to curfews or going to
Mm-hmm.
parties or drinking or drug usage, I think I have a very similar philosophy where if they like you have to have leniency in a boundary your kids don't know about
Mm.
where I'm never going to promote staying out past But as far as I'm concerned, my kid's curfew is what the state curfew is.
Period.
Because if a cop brings you home because you're out past curfew, you feel stupid, and now you've
Mm-hmm.
learned. That being said, I'm not dumb. I know my kids are going to discover smoking weed. I know they're going
Mm-hmm.
to discover vaping. I know that they're going to discover alcohol all on their
Mm-hmm.
own. My mom didn't expose me to any of that shit. I mean, she exposed me to cigarettes, but like she
Mhm.
didn't give me cigarettes. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? I was just aware of the fact that my mom smoked.
Mhm.
And so like my kids are gonna learn all the shit on their fucking own. And I would rather them be fucking terrified of me finding out, but knowing that they won't, like, that I'm the least bad thing that's going to
Mhm.
happen, than them truly hiding certain things from me
Mhm.
and, like, putting themselves in dangerous situations as a result.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by, like, leniency and boundaries, where it's like, I'm not going to promote this behavior.
Mhm.
I'm not going to tell you, oh, yeah, you want to go fucking smoke weed at the park with your friends? Go ahead.
Mhm.
Do you need a 20 so you can get a dub? Like, I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
But I want them to be both, like, I want them to be trustfully scared.
Yeah. I
Um,
like that.
because I never want them getting so sneaky where it's like they're leaving their phone at home.
Mhm.
Because God fucking forbid anything happens. Now you
Mhm.
can't call me. Now I don't know where you are.
Mhm.
I'd rather you be like, I hope she doesn't check my location, but I have my phone on me.
Yeah. I have to agree. I feel like for me, you know, I wasn't even thinking of like the state curfew of it all. I was just thinking of like, I don't know, it's a weeknight. Yeah, be home by 8 or something like that. Which I feel like is also reasonable.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. I didn't really have a curfew because I didn't go out when I was a teenager, but I was really boring when I think about it. Like I just went to school and went home. Like all 4 years. I didn't really I think it wasn't until like senior year where I had, I had friends or like friends I would want to go out with. Then it would be like, okay, we would be out at like 9 or 10, but 9 times out of 10, like our parents are either like picking us up or with us.
Hmm.
So then if we were out even later than that, we were still with like a trusted adult because usually we were going out downtown or something
Hmm.
or I don't know, to the movies or whatever. But I feel like, oh, it's a weeknight, 8 p.m., it's a weekend, 10 p.m., something like that. But again, be trustfully scared. And it also depends on how old they are.
Yeah, like
Because
I'm
I'm
not
also
gonna
not
let
going to
my
tell my middle schooler, like, yeah, come home at 10. That's kind of
I'm not
crazy.
gonna tell my 12-year-old, yeah, be home at 10. I think during the school year, obviously, like Monday through or Sunday through Thursday, like there'll be a lot harsher of a curfew.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I want to be very like consistent with the curfew thing
Mm-hmm.
because my mom, sorry Michelle, not to air you out, but she didn't really stick with the curfew thing too well. I got a
Mm-hmm.
curfew for the first time when I was 18. What the fuck? Okay. Cause or was it 17? I didn't get a curfew till I was a senior. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
I was either 17 or 18 because that's when she knew I was going out.
Mm-hmm.
She did not know I was going out before then. But she
The
knew I
secret's
started.
exposed.
It's for real. But the summer going into my senior year, she was very aware of the fact that I had developed magically, seemingly a social life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that she like enforced it sometimes. And when I realized that she wasn't enforcing it all the time, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, so then what is the point of being home when I'm supposed to if you're not
Mm-hmm.
going to enforce it? And then she'd get mad at me when I'd come home on like a Thursday at
Mm-hmm.
12:30 and she'd be like, "Where the fuck were you?" Well, the last time I came home on a Wednesday at 12:30, you didn't give a shit. So how was I supposed to know that you give a shit
So
now?
here I am now.
Dude, I like ran like I speed ran my rebellious phase my senior year, and I'm not really sure why it took me that long.
Wait, so you just took just senior year to just like get it over with?
With my mom, oh yeah. Like when she realized I had a social life and like we came to terms with the fact that like I had a social life that she
Mm-hmm.
was partially privy to because there
Mm-hmm.
was a lot that she was not aware of that I will be taking to the grave. And mom, I know
Period.
you fucking listen every week. Don't ask me. I'm not telling you. Um but yeah, girl, like I would come home at like whatever the fuck hour I felt
Mm-hmm.
like and she'd be like, "What is your problem?" And I'd be like, "And what about
No.
it?"
And what about it?
Dude,
I'm here.
I don't know why I waited until I was 18 to start disrespecting my household. Like she can kick me out now repercussion free. Like what am I
I think for me, I didn't really start staying out till like late in the night into like college. But then it was like I'm 19, 20,
Yeah.
18, 19, 20. And then I would always be out with Houston. So my mom was like, well, be safe. Just text me when you come home.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it. In high school, I'm like, where would I go? I live in the south suburbs. Where am I gonna go? Walmart parking lot? Like there was literally nothing around us at least. But
Yeah.
forest, uh Cubs Foods, RIP,
Man.
Jewel Osco, Walmart, and that was it. And a creek.
I
I
used
mean,
to go
those
to a
are
trap
options.
house. I used to go to a
But
trap house. So I understand why my mom was like, why
not the
are you
trap
out?
house.
It's a Tuesday. Why are you coming home at 12:30? I couldn't exactly be like, "Well, mom, I was at a trap house."
You had a euphoria stint. Just a
Dude, I
brief one.
really did. And luckily it wasn't very long lived and it ended when it ended. And then I fucked off to college and was like, what a
I
weird
was
little
like, peace
situation
out.
I put myself in.
But you know what? You lived to tell the story.
I did. Thank God.
Girl. Well, speaking of living and telling the story, do we have, well, pause. So, audience, Kira mentioned something to me today. Did that even sound right? I feel like I just had a stroke in the middle of that. Kira mentioned something to me today. Yes, I
Yeah,
think I think that's correct.
that sounds
Okay. Um, she gave me the phrase diva death row, right? And I love that. I live for that.
right.
And you know that we usually have our crash out corner as our last segment. But I would like to throw in a little diva death row moment every now and again. Who is someone who is a diva that we would like to send to death row for the week? Like we both sighed.
It's like my list started building immediately.
Right?
You know what? I would like to send Donald Trump to death row this week.
See,
And here's why. Obviously, I'm pissed about the
hmm
Colbert Show. Um, Not that I even watch late night television, but I think it's kind of crazy that that fat fuck can like determine who can be on air and who can't.
hmm
However, this is what the fifth fake assassination attempt. I'm at the point where it's like, you know, those girls who would like come to school and would like come in and immediately lay their head down and would be
Or they
like,
would
don't
come with
talk to
their
me.
hospital bracelet on.
Dude, yeah. They'd be like, I don't want to talk about
hmm
it. Don't talk to me. Or like the people who like post on Snapchat, like, only the real can talk to me.
hmm
Don't swipe up. Don't text.
hmm
Don't ask. That's what it's starting to feel like.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't want to hear about gunshots, this, attempt on his life, that. Like,
hmm
dude, just say you didn't want to go to your son's fucking wedding. It's okay.
Wait,
Everyone
is
knows.
that what happened?
So his son's wedding was this weekend, and
Okay.
he got asked on like the news if he was gonna go, and he basically was like, "I am the defining voice of my generation. Who's to know if I can show up or not?"
Excuse me?
He basically like told the reporter like, "I'm busy becoming who I am. I don't know if I can come."
Okay.
And magically, JD Vance wasn't supposed to be in town this weekend,
Of
but now
course.
is. And then, of course, outside the White House, all you heard was "grah, grah, grah." Dude, it sounded like the fucking West Side. Like it's
But
like
did
they
you
were
see
having
that
a
one
shit
reporter
show.
who was like, "What is that? What is that? Oh my god, what was that?"
I kind of believe her though because she don't look like she's ever been in the hood a day in her
That
life,
is true.
so she
You
would
wouldn't
not
know.
recognize what a gunshot is for real. Um, but we're on the fifth. We're on the fifth attempt. I don't want to fucking hear about gunshots near shit unless we hit a fucking like. Oh, can I say that?
It was the wind. It was the wind.
I don't know if I can say that. I don't want to know about it unless it's real.
Right.
I don't want to know about it unless it's real.
Right.
And let the FBI, if you're listening, it won't be me because I have things to do.
Right.
Um, but that's who
Poor
I'm
little
putting in the
guy.
gulag this week. Not for his usual bullshittery, but truly for the fact that
Hmm.
he has like attempted to fake being almost killed like 5 times now, and I'm kind of tired of it.
Can I also follow suit in that? I was gonna say Carolyn Levitt because she loves to uphold a lie. But you know what? RFK Jr., come to the front. Because what is this that I'm hearing about wanting to put the okay on forever chemicals in our water? You're already building the data centers in poor and low income rural communities and contaminating the water. Literally, people have like mud to drink at this point because the water is so dirty and brown, and there's all kind of chemicals in it from these data centers running off into their drinking water and shower water and cooking water. But now you want to go ahead and throw this so-called make America healthy again agenda and allow for chemicals to be in our drinking water because you say that the chemicals that they use to process and treat our water from said chemicals is what's making us sick. But then you have forever chemicals that are being filtered out that are giving people cancer, all kind of neurological issues, rashes, eczema flare ups, like all of these things. You're okay with that though, because that's gonna make us so healthy. Saying that black and brown children need to be reparented. What? Huh? Vaccines cause autism. Pregnant
And
women
Tylenol.
can't, like, it was, Tylenol causes autism. Like, what? Be so for real. Be
Don't forget
so,
the
so, so for real.
don't forget the SSRI ban.
And then did you see, I forget what the lady's name is, but um it was a group of individuals. I don't know what this is for. I keep seeing this clip from the news on my timeline. But they were asking this group of people in front of one of our many committees, um, do you think neo Nazis are a supremacist group?
Oh, I did see that. Mind
Only
you,
one of them said yes. One
she
of them
just
said, I have a book, so you can read the book. And
two
according
of
to the
them
book,
two of them said yes. It was the lone black woman who said no, which was crazy to me because
that's
she's a
crazy.
scholar.
But she
She's
said the
a
same thing about the KKK. And I'm like, oh, the shackles are not off your feet, ma'am. That's crazy.
I always thought Uncle Ruckus was a fictional character.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm going to stop that because that's as far as my biracial attitude can get. Um,
That's as far as the card will take you.
dude, that is as far as my biracial ancestry will take.
Girl,
Dude,
she.
the Afro Caribbean said, "Shut the hell up."
I was like, what? What is going on? What is going on? And then Apple, go ahead and come to the front. I'm not buying another iPhone. I'm gonna have to stand by that because what do you mean you have a chip that you developed with the Israeli government?
Pardon?
Yeah, for the 17E, I think it is. It's coming out. The chip that is in the phone. I will send you the article after.
Please do.
Um, yeah. So no, thank you. No, thank you. Um, and maybe this is your time now, listeners. If you don't rock with what we're saying, maybe this isn't the space for you.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good fucking point. Let us be
Yeah.
so clear that the ladies in the third stall, we don't fuck with Zionism. We don't fuck with
No.
Israel. We don't fuck with the far right. We barely fuck
No.
with middle brow people. We definitely don't fuck with people who are any type of phobic.
Mm-hmm. Or ism. Or bring
Phobic
upon an ism.
isms. We
Yeah.
don't we do not vibe with any of that. If you don't believe in trans people, literally suck my taint. Like I'm not in the mood. If you exclude the T and the LGBTQIA plus, rotten hell. If you judge people based on what they look like, based on the phenotype that
Mm-hmm.
your eugenicist bullshit
I'm on
racism
phenotype.
like has told you from your like rancid ass grandparents that went to school with Ruby Bridges, like if you don't fuck with no one's free until we're all free,
Say
get the fuck
it.
off my line.
Maybe you
Get the
should
fuck
just
off my line.
unsubscribe. This would be the time now to do that,
Matter
people.
of fact, actually comment so I can make fun of you and then get the fuck out.
Oh my god. But like they're just so like this administration is just, and I do feel like it's like beating a dead horse at this point, but it's like how could you not? Because every day it's something.
Every day it's a new like fuck you die bill.
Pretty much.
And you know what? This is why tying back into the theme of this episode, this is why I don't
Mhm.
speak to my fucking uncles. Look, I gave everyone a one-time pass with the Trump vote. I didn't
Mhm.
understand it, but you know what? I understood why a lot of people really did not rock with Hillary Clinton. I
Mhm.
don't rock with Hillary Clinton. It was my first election, and I got to choose from shit from a butt and like a walking bottle of tanning oil who says awful things and is a racist who can't stop touching women. Those were my options. The second time, though, you're stupid. The third time?
Crazy. Crazy.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Mhm.
And then, like, all these people are gonna sit here and turn around as soon as, like, whether he dies of old age or just leaves the office, they're all gonna be like, I was in a cult. I was in a cult. No, you weren't, ho.
No.
You just thought that
And he
his
just
shit
sued
wasn't
the
gonna stick
IRS
to
for $10
you.
billion. dollars.
Lord, and if I sit here and try to sue the IRS,
Right.
y'all gonna wake up and find out that I've been disappeared. I don't play with the IRS. I don't understand why rich people play with the IRS because they don't. The IRS is the one governmental agency that don't discriminate.
That is true.
If you owe them money, they're
They're
coming
coming
for your
after you.
money.
Yeah,
They're they're the one governmental agency that I do not play with whatsoever. I file my
for sure.
taxes early so that way if anything comes up, I've got months to be like,
Yep.
dear IRS people,
Mhm.
can you double check my work before I shit my pants? Like,
Yeah.
good God.
But
Yeah,
with that said,
unfortunately, when it comes to the RFK Jr. of it all,
mhm.
I just have a strong issue with taking anything he says seriously and with any of that turning into policy because
And the
every
fact
single
that he
time,
sounds like he's sitting on a washing machine all the time.
dude, he sounds like he's walking around with a fucking Hitachi attached to his ball sack. Like, I would sound like that too if I had something shoved back there.
Oh my gosh.
It's just, as far as I know, and obviously to our listeners, correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I know, all of these alleged like policies that he's trying to pass, he's actually done nothing. I think he doesn't realize that like he's supposed to then enact the policies.
Mhm.
It seems like he just be doing press conferences and then that's it. Which is kind of what a lot of them are doing, where like it seems like they just do these press conferences where they're like, we're gonna ban SSRIs. And then we're like, okay, so where's the decree? And there is none. Um, that worm is gonna eat away at the last of his brainstem, and he'll just drop in the middle of an interview on
It's and
Fox,
the
and it'll
fact
be
like
fine.
you let someone with a worm running their consciousness say anything about the health of the United States. Nuts.
Mind you, then they all shit a brick fucking 10 years ago when Michelle Obama was like, maybe we shouldn't let our kids be guzzling 2 liters of Coke at lunch in school. And they were like,
How are you gonna tell us what to eat?
how dare that black woman tell us what to do? It's because you're racist. That's
Yeah.
why you
I
have a
mean, that's all it boils
problem.
down to. They're racist.
She literally doesn't want your kids to get scurvy, and you guys are like, I'm going to make the most absolutely abhorrent racist pictograph and make it go viral on Twitter. You know what? This is what happens when we didn't literally murder all of the Confederates. We let them reintegrate into society. We failed at Reconstruction, and then we let Jim Crow go on for like 50, 11 years. And now we're dealing with these people who are literally
Mm-hmm.
in history books as bystanders to like lynchings. Like
Mm-hmm.
we should have handled Reconstruction after the Civil War the same way, for the most part, that Germany handled Nazis after World War II.
That part.
All them bitches got murked. And those who didn't now live in Argentina. But guess what? Argentina's not my problem. What happens in Argentina is not my problem.
Right.
Um, like the South, like literally the South is rising again. I don't know if you guys have clocked it, but because
Girl,
we
don't get me
didn't,
started.
girl, I'm on my soapbox. This is not the theme of the episode.
Where's that?
You know what?
Talk
How
about it.
about this? Next week, we're going to talk about our political opinions, and I hope we piss a lot of you off.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So,
Next,
with that said, everybody get out, wash your hands.
wash your hands, punch a racist, kill a Nazi.
Period.
To
We'll
be
see you
blunt.
next week.
To be blunt. Punch a racist, kill a Nazi.
There we go. Deck 'em. All right. Well, check us out on social media. TikTok, Instagram,
In our
our
website.
beautiful website,
Yeah.
and subscribe to us on YouTube. And we'll see you next week.
Drop a like in the chat.
Drop it in the chat. Okay, bye.